A Dreamer. By Barbara Baynton. Barbara Baynton. Barbara Baynton was born as Barbara Janet Lawrence on June 4, 1857 in Scone, New South Wales. She is an Australian writer known for her short stories about life in the bush. After education she moved to Sydney and took various jobs. Her first story The Tramp was published in the Bulletin in 1896. Her collection of short stories was Bush Studies, published in 1902. Died on May 28, 1929 in Melbourne. A Dreamer. Published in Bush Studies by Barbara Baynton in 1902. Indicates the journey of a daughter to visit her mother. Explores the love and longing of a daughter who misses her mother. Through a dream she tends to visit her mother again. Summary. Barbara starts the story by giving a description of a railway station during late night. The porter was waiting to collect a ticket and there was only one ticket left, that too of a woman. The porter knew everyone in the district, but the woman traveler was a stranger to him. It was thought that if her letter of arrival is received, someone will wait for her in a small horse-driven cart. The woman was there to go to her mother's home, and her hometown is the same. The wind was strong and it was raining heavily, and she was there in the lonely railway station. She decided to go by walk as she knew every inch of the way. It was dark and there were none on the way, which made her to realize the difficulty of her journey. But she proceeded her journey with a quick pace to reach her destination, thinking to meet her mother very soon. When she moved a little distance she had a doubt whether she was in the right path or not, as there were two roads. One road led to home and the other one was the old bullock dray road, and she was thinking of the landmark and the bendy tree. She was little bit scared as the weather was not in favor of her and there was storm and thundering. She saw cattle standing on the way and then realized the way which she must took to reach her home. The road which she took dipped into a creek and she came to know that it is flooded. She expected her mother to wait on the other bank of the creek to receive her with a lantern. As it was raining and because of the sound of huge wind she cannot even call out for any or her voice would not reach there. Steadying herself by the long willow branches she tried to cross the creek, which was very deep when she moved in. The current was powerful and she was scared and thought about her husband and child and her farewell to them. She was carried by a fallen tree and almost half fainted. She reached the bank and realized that it was mother's side. There was a light shining for her and she thought her mother may be waiting for her. When she reached there she found the dog and the belongings of her mother and recollected her childhood days. She knocked the door and it was opened by a stranger. She found a child and the mother of that child there with a candle. Then she entered into the home and was directed to the room of her mother. Suddenly the daughter parted the curtains and the light fell on the face of the sleeper. The woman who was longing for the love of her mother and was recollecting her past was dreaming about visiting her mother. The author concludes the story by stating that the sleep was disturbed and the woman would dream no dreams that night. For more videos, like, share, subscribe. Thank you.